begin the entry burn of the first stage. That'll consist of lighting the center engine, and then shortly afterwards, 2 more engines for a 3-engine burn to slow down the first stage in preparation for entering the Earth's atmosphere.
Phenomenal.
Copy, nominal trajectory.
Another check-in, and the crew confirming they're hearing the same thing. The vehicle about to exceed about 10,000 miles per hour.
Meanwhile, first stage down at 90 kilometers, getting ready. They'll relight 3 engines for the entry burn. We've got the center engine ignition, and there come the 2 side engines. Now this entry burn will last about 29 seconds. It's going to significantly slow down the vehicle in preparation for hitting the denser part of the Earth's atmosphere. Entry burn complete. We're down below 35 kilometers. Continuing to look good on the first stage, heading to the Atlantic Ocean for a landing on the drone ship.
While second stage is less than a minute away.
All right, what's up, y'all? Can you hear me? What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you can hear me. What's up, dude?
Copy.
Oh, do we have something? We have something else going on here. I think I'm watching SpaceX too, so I gotta turn that off here. There we go. What's up, dude? So you can see the trades I'm in right now. And you know, it's funny because I had a guy come to me yesterday and say, you're doing now the same thing that they all do. You're not showing your terminal. You're just being the same. First of all, I don't have to YouTube stream. And this is why I don't like YouTube streaming. Because no matter what you do, it's never enough, right? So they're like, well, you're not showing your terminal right now. And really, I'm just not showing it because it pisses them off. But this is why I don't like doing this very often. I won't be on very long today. Because it's never enough, you know. It's never enough. And so I don't feel a need to continue to do it. I just don't feel a need to continue to do it because it's never enough for them. It's so crazy. Like, you can show more than anyone else shows. And that's what I do. But it's never enough for some people. So I just choose not to do it anymore, to be honest with you, because I could give 2 flying shits what people think. I could give 2 shits about YouTube. I could give 2 shits about any of it. But mainly because it pisses them off that I'm not showing it, and I like that. And anything I can do to piss off the losers, I want to do that. Because it's never enough, right? It's literally, sorry about that, it's literally never enough. You know, you can show, you know, the private jet you have. I'm not saying I have one, but you can show the private jet and people, it's never enough. So I'm not going to waste my time with stupid people and continue to give away that knowledge to people who shouldn't have that knowledge because they'd be really dangerous with it. And they're too stupid to have the knowledge. So I'm not going to continue to give it to them because most of them are just stupid and they should remain stupid. And it's better for society if these people are stupid. And so I'm not going to continue to, I already proved what I wanted to prove with the stream I proved that you could grow a small account. And I'm not going to continue to provide nuggets of knowledge for stupid people. And so any knowledge I provide will be provided to people that, you know, in my group and stuff like that, because most of the people are stupid. And you follow stupid people. And you don't deserve it, to be honest with you. And the funniest one of all is this Samurai FX guy who paid me to be in my group, and Carlos knows this. Anyone who's been in my group for a long time knows that Samurai FX, he's this 54-year-old guy. He paid, and I'll show you guys the receipts. He paid to be in my group. Literally, he paid to be in my group. And now he's on that stream just, oh, Clay trades penny lots. You paid me money to be in my group because you had blown several accounts. Do we need to get the receipts from that? You literally paid me to help you because you kept blowing accounts. Literally, that's what you did. I mean, again, do we need to go? Because I have the receipts for that. Do we need to go to those receipts? This is Samurai FX guy who literally paid me because he kept blowing accounts. Do we need to go to that? Do I need to show those? So don't talk to me, Samurai FX, about this. Literally, you paid me because you kept blowing accounts. And you're going to try and make fun of me on streams because I trade penny lots. You blow accounts every other day. It's hilarious, some of these people. And what's more hilarious is you'll notice again that in his stream this morning, it's like, I don't care. Someone asked him.
All the way up to here if it wants to, before it flips bearish.
Here's the guy right here. Samurai FX, this guy right here. This guy paid me because he kept blowing accounts. He paid me money. This guy right here. Samurai FX. I can show you the receipts. Right there. He paid me money because he kept blowing accounts, and he's in there in this stream this morning talking smack about how I trade penny lots. At least I haven't blown multiple accounts in. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just.
This.
I was thinking of bringing my stops to break even, but
Vibey and chill, we go. Was there important news coming in 30?
And then this, they say
9:45.
this is the hilarious thing too.
Controller, USD.
In his stream today, someone asked Controller where he trades from, and he goes, I trade from my room, but why does that matter? I don't know, because you try and make fun of Clay all the time for trading from his laundry room. You see how convenient it is? You see how nice it is to always...
Yeah, I want to see how far it closes here.
Do you know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So someone asked him in his stream today, where do you trade from? And he goes, my room, but why does it matter where I trade from? Well, that's really funny, because I didn't think it mattered where you trade from at all, but you seem to think it matters where Clay trades from, because you like to try and make fun of him because he trades from his laundry room. You see how the hypocrisy is just amazing. You know what I mean? Like, you make fun of people for trading from their laundry room, yet you don't want people to talk to you about trading from your bedroom.
If you guys are new here, make sure you guys go follow up the Instagram page, guys. Go follow up the Control FX Instagram page.
I mean, it's just...
Posting content every single day.
And the only reason I'm saying this is because I'm pointing out... Here it is right here. Here it is right here, watch. So the guy's going to ask, where do you stream from? Right here. Right here, see? Where do you stream from? And let's listen to what he says. It's really interesting, because now he says it doesn't matter.
I execute my trades on my phone. I analyze on my PC.
Listen.
Where are you streaming from? I'm streaming from my room.
He's streaming from his room in his parents' house. So listen to this. He's going to say, why does it matter where I stream from? But he likes to make fun of me, and he's drawn pictures of my laundry room when, you know, I mean, that's really interesting, that when it fits your agenda, it doesn't really matter where you trade from. Listen.
What kind of question is that though, for real? Like, I know you've been here for a while, ayo, but why does that matter?
Oh, why does that matter? Oh, that's so interesting that you say that. That's so interesting that you say that. Why does it matter? Because we could go back to a stream, where you're talking about where I trade from and how I trade from my laundry room, and it seems to really matter at that point, right? Do you see the again the hypocrisy of people? I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, again, you're making $40K a month, you're 21 years old, and you live with your parents. Like, do you not have balls? Have your balls not dropped down yet? Do you not wear man clothes? You live with your parents. You trade from your bedroom. You make $40,000 a month. Go get your own place. Go get your own place. Again, at least when I trade from my laundry room, I'm trading from my own laundry room. It's mine. It's not someone else's laundry room. It's mine. But yeah, you claim to make $40,000 a month and you're trading from your bedroom in your parents' house. You're trading from your bedroom in your parents' house. And you make $40,000 a month. Where does this dude live? I forgot. He lives in Toronto, right? Let's just go to Craigslist Toronto. Okay, let's go get him an apartment. I mean, he deserves an apartment. Let's look at Craigslist Toronto, right? I mean, you deserve to live. I mean, have some housing, right? I mean, look at this. I mean, you have some nice flats here. Look at this. You could have your own place. Let's just take a look. Let's find a nice place for him. I mean, he deserves a nice place. Look right there. I mean, you don't have to have a huge room, right? I mean, you look at this. You could have this for $2,000 a month. You could have your own place. Look at this. I mean, there's so many places you could have. You have a workout room. You and Premier Auto, who's gay. You could have. Look at this. I mean, you make $40,000 a month. Look at all these nice places you could have. All these nice places you could have because you make so much money a month. And look at this. These are nice places for a young kid, starting out. And the question, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. Either his balls haven't dropped down, or he doesn't make. Just start thinking about things, folks. Start thinking about, this doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't add up. You make $40,000 a month, and you're living in your parents' house. Think about it. Think about that. It doesn't add up. Something isn't adding up. You take that with the Trading Nut Challenge, when he had to actually trade live, where he couldn't hide behind TradingView, and it was a colossal failure. A colossal failure. So the one time he had to, and this is what the stream is about, guys, so if you don't like it, take your ass somewhere else. I don't give a damn. This is what this is about right now. The one time he had to trade in a public forum, on the Trading Nut Challenge, it was a disaster. Don't take my word for it. There it is right there. Look, it was a disaster.
Positions here, or at least close half.
Ooh, yeah, wax your board. Oh, yeah. It was a disaster.
Half here, but if I close half here, I can't really add another percentage. So
the one time he had to trade where he couldn't hide behind TradingView, it was a disaster. A utter disaster.
Whatever happens in this situation here.
I mean, do we not think? Do people not think?
2, 1.
Do people not think? I mean, I want to know.
Closure. So this is the last trade. Sensor sell here.
Do people not think?
Okay, so you got $98 to play with.
Do people not think
Is that my stop loss?
this is just another example of how things don't add up? You claim to be 85% accurate. You had a chance to show us
Closer spreads. There we go.
during this challenge right here that you're 85, and you got destroyed. And we're supposed to believe that you're 85% accurate. You got destroyed. It was a disaster. And this asswipe right here, Cam, this asswipe, who banned me because I dared question someone's knowledge. This asswipe,
Oh yeah, that's
this Cam, who banned me because I dared question someone's knowledge, so they canceled their trading nut challenge, and I got blamed for it.
Okay. Wait, actually,
Took me off the leaderboard. Let's just remember this. So Cam, this guy right here, because I dared question someone's knowledge of the market, they canceled their trading nut challenge, and I got blamed for it, and he kicked me off his platforms because I'm on the leaderboard, but I'm not on the leaderboard anymore because Cam kicked me off. And this is another douchebag right here. Carlo is another douchebag. He's the one that said he wanted to eat my wife and children. This guy right here is a complete douchebag. But the one time he has to trade in public forum, he gets his ass kicked. Things just don't add up. When you add up, this.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
And let's just keep going.
I'm going long, I'm going short, whatever. And at that point, I will let you know. So the time's ticking.
If anything, I'll move starts to break even. But
I mean, it's a disaster. He's losing again.
This is his last trade.
So guys, if you're looking for the current scores and how he's got on so far, then head over to Trading Nut. The link's above the chat.
Exit out here. But yeah, I think price is gonna continue up here. But yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. Well, look, that's some fantastic analysis there.
It's fantastic analysis, Cam, but he lost. He lost 2.5%.
Don, unfortunately,
Unfortunately.
But you weren't going for top score. You were going for top value, which I think you achieved there.
It's just things. Just you have to look at things and ask if they add up, and they don't add up. They just don't. I'm sorry. They don't add up, and I'm sorry that hurts your feelings. That they don't add up. They just don't. They don't. I'm sorry. Do you want to know something? You want to know another thing? It's really crazy because if you start thinking about what's going on, they just don't add up. Who makes 40 grand a month and does not have their own place? Think about it, folks. Think about it. It doesn't add up. Want to see something else? I'll show you something else.
Kills 99% of bacteria.
It doesn't add up.
Well, Forex.
Okay, so look at this. Before Cam kicked me out off his platforms, who is that right there? Who's that? Who's that right there? Who's that? Is that Iron Man or Clay? Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. That's so weird. I'm at the top of the leaderboard. He would be down here by Paul. He would be down here. You could put in controller right here. You know, he'd be down here at the bottom of the leaderboard by Paul here. I took it twice. I took the challenge twice. People say I cheated on the first one, which was about the same score, and then I took it again and did the same because the way we trade is actually duplicatable. I mean, there's too many things that you look at and you're like, things just don't add up. Things just don't add up. So we tried to find him an apartment in Toronto so that he can feel better about himself because he's a young man that makes $40,000 a month. So if you make that kind of money, you should, I don't know, maybe have your balls drop down and maybe start looking for your own place. So you have to ask yourself the question, What would make it so he doesn't want his own place? What would make it so he doesn't have his own place? Why would he not want to have his own place? I mean, again, it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't like that. I'm sorry it hurts your feelings. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. It doesn't make effing sense. You know it and I know it. Everyone knows it. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, usually if you don't have your own place, it's because you can't afford it. Or you're young, right? I mean, if you're young, I understand. But if you don't have your own place, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Nothing makes sense with this kid. And yes, I'm going after this kid because he feels like it's okay to go after me. So guess what? Someone's gonna go after you too. And that's just the way that things go. I'm closing that XRP trade, the higher one right now, just so I can add to positions lower. So Moneyball Austin is awesome. I love Austin. Moneyball is really good. I actually really like Luke too. I don't know much about Luke, but the few times I've been in Luke's streams, I really like Luke. I really, really like Luke. So you can see I took that one out on XRP. But I have enough. I have XRP at basically at $1, and I can have XRP go to 0, and I'll keep adding positions to XRP. I have a GJ trade in right now, as you can see on the GJ. We can analyze the GJ. That's the 4-hour chart. I don't like the 4-hour. I want to look at the 4-hour chart. Why did I get into the GJ? I mean, it's not difficult to understand why I got into the GJ. You had the candle with the tail at the bottom longer than the body, and this is where I entered. I mean, it's the same stuff every day. It's the most simple, basic stuff every day. Every day. It's the same. Tail with a wick, tail at the longer than the body of the candle. And again, that people always make fun of me because I do this kind of trading. But if you just paid fucking attention to it and weren't such idiots, some people, and you started highlighting every time that pattern happens on the GJ from April 12th to now, you're going to lose some. Okay, it's not perfect. You're never going to have a system that's perfect. But if you just would have traded this pattern on the GJ every time it's set up, and it's going to lose. Every now and again, it's going to lose. Okay, again, no system is perfect. And people are like, Clay he just draws these circles and he just draws this stuff. I'm trying to teach you how powerful percentages and how powerful things can be. I'm trying to teach people, but because people are so stupid and because they're dumb as hell, they don't understand it, and they just I'm giving you a system that I traded on Trading Nut. This is the exact system I traded on Trading Nut that I'm in the leaderboard. Or you could follow dumb shits like Controller FX, who loses the only time he has to trade in public. Or you could listen to me, who I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I sure as hell know how to trade. I've been doing it for a long time. You can listen to me, or you can listen to dumb shits like him, who when they have to trade out in public, they lose. But when they do their streams in the morning, they get to hide behind TradingView, and it's just conveniently, they always win. It's weird. And in the stream this morning, he was talking about how this has been such a great month for him, and he hasn't lost in April. I don't know, you lost your Trading Nut Challenge. I mean, you got your ass kicked in that Trading Nut Challenge. So, respect your fucking elders. That's what I say. Because you lost your ass in the Trading Nut Challenge when you had to trade in person. When you couldn't hide behind TradingView, you got your ass kicked. I'm sorry that hurts your feelings. I'm sorry that hurts people's feelings. But you got your ass kicked. What more do I have to say, right? How many examples do we have of that on the GJ? We have a ton of them. I have 20 examples of that tail being longer than the body of the candle, 21 examples. And I guarantee you that it's right 85% of the time. Do we have to go over it? No. Should we go over it? Maybe. But the preface is always you set your stops to break even at 20 to 30 pips. So I always count break evens or wins as wins. Okay, so that's, people might not like that either. But I don't really give a damn what people think, because most of you will never actually pay attention, and you'll just continue to follow people who are stupid. So most of you won't get this, even some people in here, and I just don't give a damn, because I'm tired. I'm just tired of showing stuff and not, no fucking appreciation for the fact that you're getting knowledge here. But I get, I can tell you this wins. I don't even need to know. That wins. 4, let's say 4 loses, right? I mean, 5, 6, and 7 you lose, maybe, right? So say you lose on 5, 6, and 7. 8 you win. 9 you win. 10 you win. 11 you win. 12 you win. 13 maybe you lose. 14 maybe you lose. And maybe you lose a little bit more during this time. You win on this one. Oh, next resistance, okay. Well, we can definitely take a look at that one. Maybe you lose on this one, and then you win on those. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're 13 of 20. So it's not as good on that. But let's just go to the numbers. Even 13 for 20. What's 13 for 20? For you math geniuses out here. 13 divided by 20. For you math geniuses. That's 65%. So even during this time when the buys were on that steep move down, you would have been right 65% of the time. We could do it again to the sell side, right? You can do it to the sell side, and you can look for the tails that are longer, the wicks that are longer. That one. Just keep going down. Every time you see a tail longer than the body, you take a trade there. And the tails probably are working out better as it's going down, right? Because you're trading with the trend there. So the tails are going to work out as it's going down. It's going to work out better, right? Obviously. But most of you guys won't pay attention to this. You'll follow stupid people. You know what I mean? It's amazing to me how much people will just follow these. My mouse keeps doing this to me this morning too. So maybe we won't end up doing it. It just keeps freezing on me. It's pissing me off. I think it's just because I got too much stuff going on here. I know how to fix it though. So, but you follow a bunch of idiots, and you don't know. Nobody asks questions. That's what's flabbergasting me. Like John said, you don't ask questions. You don't say, "Well, wait a second. Hold on a second here. You're claiming to be, make this kind of money a month, but you're trading from your parents' house. Like, who does that? Who in their right mind wants to trade from their parents' house if they make 40 grand a month? Think about that. Just think about it. And the thing is, ask questions. Like, question everything. You can question me if you want. Question me in here. I'll answer the questions. I'll answer the questions. But it's amazing how dumb people can be. On the 4 hour on the US 30, and it looks like it might have it on the 1 hour too here soon. It definitely had it on the 4 hour, yeah. So on the 4 hour in the US 30, you would have entered. Let's get rid of some of these lines here. You could have had it on the 4 hour, absolutely. Your entry would have been, you'd be up right now a decent amount, right, Aaron? Because your entry would have been right in here at 33,866. You'd be up. That was a beautiful candle on the 4 hour, right? Right there, that tail is longer. There's another example of it right there as it hit the bottom. That tail is longer right there. It's just, the pattern is so disgustingly good. I'm trying to look for it. There's another example of it right there on the 4 hour. There's another example of it right there. to the buy side, right? We're just doing buy side stuff right now. I mean, it's just, I've given people the freaking, honestly, almost the holy grail. Lot life, who knows, right? Yeah, well, yeah. Who knows what it's going to do? All we can do right now is look at the charts and say, what is our next opportunity, right? Because our next opportunity, this candle right here that just that closed on the 1 hour, this candle that just closed on the 1 hour, do you see any sign of rejection on this 1 hour candle that just closed? It has no tail or no wick, right? Do you see that candle that just closed 15 minutes ago on the 1 hour? Does that have any rejection? Does it scream rejection to you? Does that candle scream rejection to you? No, that candle screams no rejection. That tells me that there aren't any sellers coming into the market yet. Right? Excuse me, I'm just taking a drink. That tells me that there's no sellers coming into the market yet. Right? No sign of rejection. No sign of buyers' momentum coming, weakening. And then what do you see right now? What do you see right now on the candle that's forming right now on the 1 hour? You see a break above a major resistance level from here, from this area in here, and in here. You see a break above a pullback. And what are you seeing now? Oh, it's that 1 hour, it's that tail longer than the body of the candle. So what is that telling you? What is that candle telling you? If you're looking at that candle right now, what's it telling you? I should go on Trading Nut again, and I would destroy it, but Trading Nut won't do it because he bailed to the cancel culture because someone got mad that I was questioning their knowledge. He banned me from his platforms because I dared to question someone's knowledge, so I got canceled. He likes cancel culture, so I really liked Cam, but until Cam decides that he can take his balls back, then I wouldn't do it. Cam needs to take his balls back because you don't let people do that. So Cam, if he would ever decide that he would like to have his balls back. Was there someone on there yesterday? Weird. Who was it yesterday? We should go look at that too. Because we have time, because we can't trade anything until the opening of the next candle, but that looks pretty good. Was there someone on there yesterday? Trading might? That's really weird. That's really weird. It was yesterday? That's really weird. Oh my gosh, look at that. 18 hours ago. Let's go check this out.
This is the only one I could get.
Around here, 22 o'clock, 23 o'clock. If you go back on the chart, you'll see it's time, right? 22 o'clock, 23 o'clock. There's always some type of consolidation.
Let's listen to this for a minute.
22, 23, and then you'll see OO here, right? So price has to break the higher low of this candle. Now, some people are saying, well,
Let's take a listen.
it broke here, but then it came back up. Well, when I do the OO, I don't sell into resistance. I mean, into support. So when there's a support level, I'm just going to sell into the support level. So I'm going to make
It's
it
interesting.
a little bit lower, probably past this brick right here. Right? I don't want to just sell right into the support level. So sometimes I'll give it a little bit of space. Now with the OO, I take something maybe 30, 40 pips sometimes, maybe more. But you'll see that the candle runs almost for 100 plus pips. So this is OO, right?
So if we're just looking at this, I mean, let's just even look at this for a second, and we'll listen to this guy. Every time you have a tail longer than the body, and this is on gold, 1 hour chart, every time you have a tail longer than the body, you're going to lose some, right? But look at this. Every time you have a tail longer than the body and you buy, look at how many times you're going to win. Look how many times you're going to win just doing it that way. Look at that. And again, you're going to have losses. Losses happen. Okay, losses happen. But I mean, I'm just highlighting some of the more obvious ones here. But look, every time you have that pattern, I mean, of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 examples of it right there, you're going to win 85% of the time. I mean, it's insane. So let's keep listening.
36, right? So you see 36 pips right here. Boom. My take profit is here. Now my take profit is 50 points, 50% of the wick. So sometimes I'll put it 50% of the wick. And the reason why I do that is because I don't believe that like you should take profit all the way at the end. Because what if price stops halfway and then your projection is here and you're kind of all the way to 65 pips? I'm gonna go ahead and show you one more, and then I'm gonna show you like a body weight volume setup that I have. Just yes. So we'll go ahead and take out that.
And is that just because it wasn't in a range?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like some guy was trading the same because it works. And if he was, good for him. Good on him for actually paying attention. Oh, is a body wick volume? Yeah. Yeah. Right. If you'll just do that, and again, don't take my word for it. Like, right, lot life, don't take my word for it. Go do the back testing. Go do the back testing. Go do the freaking back testing. Don't take my word for it. I'm just some schmuck on the internet, right? Go do the work. Back test it, right? To see if it's actually true. Go freaking back test it. You think he was one of my students?
Right. So let me just go over this.
I don't think so, but
So this is the right here, right? Right. You see here, this is the support. So you don't want to you want to find a wide range of support and a wide range of resistance.
it's amazing. It really is. It's amazing. It's just, and again, don't take my word for it. I mean, Carlos can say the same thing. Carlos knows. We just got to get Carlos back in the game again. But Carlos knows the way that we trade, the way that I've taught people to trade, is disgustingly good stuff. And I'm not saying that because I want the credit for it, but my students are making more money than they know what to do with. I had, again, one of my students that said was that he's turned a $500 account into $15,000 just trading the pattern. The pattern is so disgustingly accurate. But people don't want to pay attention to it because I'm an asshole. How much are we up for this month? I don't know. I'm not even paying attention to it. I don't really care how much it is. I just know that I'm enjoying my life, and we kind of got thrown for a loop because of like the stuff that happened to my son, and that kind of threw me for a loop the last couple of weeks, and I've just kind of been in a daze because of some of the stuff my son told us about what was going on. So I've kind of been in a daze, and so I really haven't been paying attention. I don't really care. All I know is I have an amazing life. I get to do whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. To me, that's freedom. So I don't really care how much money I made this month. To me, it's irrelevant at this point. I get to do whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. And that, to me, is freedom. Now, everyone defines freedom differently. And freedom to you may be different. Freedom to me is being able to do whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. And I get to do that. So, irregardless of how much money I made this month or whatever, I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want. People are like, well, so is controller, so are these people. I have 5 kids. I've been married for 20 years. I have a house. I have a lot of responsibility. And I've gotten to a place in my life where I can do whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. That to me is freedom. So irregardless of how much money I made this month, I know that when I leave this morning, I get to do whatever. It is forming on it right now, and I probably will wait till see if we get it, because if we get it, we're going to take it. But it's powerful. I mean, I don't think you were here, A-Rod, yesterday. Were you here, A-Rod? We got to go back to that video from yesterday, because that video from yesterday was hilarious for those of you guys that weren't here yesterday. And we have some time. All right, we have some time. We have some time. And that video yesterday was one of the most hilarious videos I've ever seen in my life. And now, am I not going to be able to find it? That video yesterday, I'm not kidding you, was one of the most hilarious videos I've ever seen in my life. And now I'm not going to be able to freaking find it. Here it is right here. This is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life. You guys are in for a treat if you didn't see this. And we have some time. Okay. We're not going to miss any trades. We're not going to miss anything while we watch this. But this might be one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life.
Where y'all going? We just getting started, man. Y'all just gonna ride off while I'm talking to y'all? Man, get off this bike, man. We all think y'all
This is hilarious. This just, we got to have some fun, guys.
Hey, baby girl, where you going? We just getting started. Baby girl, where you going? You just gonna walk off? You know, I thought we were having a good conversation. Come on now, you just gonna, oh, you gonna wave me off? You gonna wave me off?
This is great.
You know what? You think you want your little white sweatshirt on? Get on out of here, huh? You think you are out here, man? You just gonna wave me off and something? Oh, what you doing? We got Captain Save all out here. You gonna try to kick a player when you're here? Okay. All right, oh, you got the kicks, huh? You got the kicks here. Yeah. We'll feel this in your crotch, player. Right in your crotch. Yeah. You know where that came from, too. How you know? Oh, okay. All right. You got some. Oh, you gonna kick me in the chest. You gonna kick me in the chest. What do you think you are,
This is just great.
You gonna kick me in the chest. Oh, you got the shoves, huh? Oh, we
got the shove. We're shoving now.
Oh, you got the shoves, huh? Oh, we shoving.
Are we shoving now? Are we shoving, huh? Look. See, I was telling these guys yesterday. Look at this.
Come on, man. We just getting started, man. Man, get your hey, get your bike up out of here, man. Cram. Nobody want to see your little punk bike, man. Get your little cram. Okay, all right, you got it. Kudos to you. Oh, you think you're gonna ride off into the sunset with cram?
Oh, this is great comedy right here. You gonna feel this.
Who you think you are here with your lavish bicycle, man?
Lavish bicycle.
Cram. Yeah. Ever since I was a young lamb and I got run over by a little kid on his bicycle, I vowed to always take bikes out whenever I cram. Yeah, TKO, baby.
TKO.
You get this work too for riding
You can get this work.
Who you think you are just gonna come up in here with your bike? Now I don't want to see no bikes out here, no pedals, no brakes. Man, my fella, you see these horns in your face, player? You said your piece. Move then. Oh, sit down somewhere. Ain't no games out here. You talking, but talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap, man. It's on the 99-cent menu. Cram.
That's just a fraction of what you can receive. That's just let's go. Man, where are you going?
Oh, this next one's good.
Relax, man. Just relax. I ain't going for the okey-doke no more. You got us out here.
This one's great.
Everybody following you blind.
Go the okey doke.
I don't know where we at, man. We've been following you for months and we get nowhere. Now you guys out here in the middle of the street. Call yourself a shepherd. You got us out here in the middle of the street. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's just go. Let's just go.
Man, that guy got destroyed.
Slow down, sir. Henry, relax. You know what? They can speed down this block. I'm not gonna have to. Henry, Brian. Slow down. Speed down this block, man. There's kids on this block, man. Slow down. Get your hands off me, man. Get your hands off my horns, man. Get your hands off my horns. Get off my back, man.
Oh my goodness. Man, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. That guy got destroyed. As I said, back tested your pattern and it works much better on slow stochastic overbought and oversold on the winner. Yeah, that worked. And that's the thing, man. You make it your own, right? You make it your own. You decide. Oh, let's see here. I got a new one of these. You make it your own, right? And that's totally fine. I like it.
More often, the easy path is to just fit in, but sometimes the greatest reward. This is happening. Sorry.
Hey, Stella, look what we got over here. We ain't jive turkey. Hey, I noticed you recording us without our permission. Recording us without
What does a person do?
Oh, we tell you what to do right here. Turn the camera on. Yeah, I think she's gonna make a break for it, fellas. You think we won't chase you down out here? You think we won't chase? No, not Brad getting forced. Brad getting
We won't chase you down here.
Everybody's tough when they eat turkey sandwiches, but when the sandwiches come, what I'm doing, huh, guys? Hey, look at Gentry, y'all. He's crazy. Don't stop. Get it, Gentry. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm scared of heights too, man. I don't know what the plan is. Hey, Gentry. Wait, hold on. Let me get up here. Yo, Gentry climbed all the way to the top. You could have told me what was next, bro. Man, you soft, dude. Man, I got you soft right here. Yeah, saw your little weak leg kick up on that. Man, kick this. Yeah, you can stand here and act like you marveling over the landscape all you want to, but you still soft. Yeah, got you with a good one. You quiet now.
You quiet now.
You quiet, just like your closed toy stores. What you Barry, they stole your cat. This right here. This right here. Oh Lord, they stole my cat. Oh, the ghost that stole my cat. And it haberdashery's hemoglobin. Hey, throw those morsels down yonder, man. Let's break bread. Oh, appreciate you. Playboy. Come on, man. I don't put it in my hands, put it in my mouth, man. There's no pause on that. Press play on that one. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We got a little garlic, parmesan.
Yeah, that's true, A-Rod.
Yeah.
That's true.
So keep your mask on.
And again, we don't care if people don't like me. I don't freaking care. The pattern works. You know, like we've always said, look past the rhetoric and look at what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is absolutely 100% true.
Out here. What y'all got going on Sunday? Y'all taking it easy. I'm taking it easy.
We just taking it easy, man. We just taking it easy.
All right. Damn, I'm looking good today. Man, I'm about to kill him today. Hit him with the lip lick. Hit him with the lip lick.
Lip.
Oh, no, hey, who little girl is this? No, that ain't what we doing. Skippity pat. Skippity pat. I can skippity pat. I can skippity pat.
Just. Oh, trading most of the time is boring, so you have to come up with silly stuff. Delivery.
Hey, got a package from Hogwarts for you, from Gryffindor to be exact. Yep. How you doing today? It's a nice. Oh, that's what we doing out here? You closed the door on me, man. I flew all the way from Hogwarts. That's what we doing out here. Just walk with me, man. They ain't gonna mess. I don't know, man. I got this fur coat on, man. Everybody looking at me. Man, you think you better than us out here with that fur coat on? Hey, man, shut up, Stanley. You just mad because you ain't got no fur coat to put on. Come on, Pender Hughes, man. They is out here hating. Yeah, man, I saw that dude standing behind us. He had a fur coat on, too, but he wasn't fake. I ain't want to say nothing because I ain't want to create no beef in here. Man, ain't going to be no beef, man. Just stick with me, man.
Stick with me, man.
Because then and only then can you diversify. Oh, stick, though. Let's get it, guys. In order to maximize your sabotage. And when you build upon that, that's what you can. Stuart Scott. Sorry, guys. My hemoglobin is acting up. I don't know what's going on. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. And that's when you can get better coverage on your life insurance over at Stubblefield and Hawthorne. Damn it! You can get all this for a fraction of the cost of what the competitors are. Oh, no! And there you have it, guys. So come down and see us. Come down to the ice and see it, and you'll get a slicker deal than any old car.
Yeah, yeah. They only talk. They only talk about.
I'm sick of it, man. I'm
Sick
giving
of
110%, and I'm falling every goddamn shot. Nobody else is falling. Hey, what the hell you doing over there?
Look at this one.
I didn't actually be manicured out here. I'll rip you to shreds. I'll tear your body up and put your carcass.
That guy looks like me, actually.
Tree for the family to see for the holidays if you don't leave my paws.
You don't leave my paws alone.
I didn't ask for none of this. I like to have all my claws in place just in case I gotta rip you to shreds. Oh, you done? Oh, you hooked up my paws? Thank you, Ryan.
Whoa, whoa. A deer just came through. Watch this one. This one's crazy.
Hey, bro, why you putting your arms around me, man?
Anyway, that's good stuff. Deer like freaking crashed through there. It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, again, like we say here, Rod, I do the same thing. I dare anyone to tell me that what I'm saying, the substance of what I'm saying, right? Not the rhetoric, because I'm a douchebag. I understand that, but I tell people all the time, focus on what I'm saying and tell me how I'm wrong in regards to the pattern that we're trading. Because I'm an a-hole. I know that. I like to have fun. I like to have fun, and I like to, go after people. But what about what I'm saying is wrong? And none of them will do it, right? None of them will say Clay's just wrong. And now you have people going on trading the same thing, which is really interesting. But none of them will ever say, what I'm saying is wrong. It's like we've talked about before. It's all personal attacks, right? Oh, you trade from your laundry room, or you trade penny lots, or you do this, because they can't argue the substance of what I'm saying, right? We've discussed this ad nauseum. So the people that come after me, they don't come after me for the substance of what I'm doing. They come after me because they say I trade penny lots or whatever it is. I trade more than penny lots. I trade more than penny lots, but that's what they do, right? Because they have nothing else to complain about, because they know that we make money and they don't. They know that we make money, and we can trade during the YouTube stream. We can trade on Trading Nut, and the results are going to be the same because we don't hide behind TradingView. I know that the results are going to be the same. And unfortunately, because Cam decided to be an idiot, he took my Trading Nut challenge off, which pisses me off. The least he could do is at least give me the video, my video. Give me my video so I can have it. But because he wants to be a sissy about things right now, it pisses me off. It pisses me off that because he has my interview on there, right? He still has my interview on there. He still has my video that I did, but he took off the Trading Nut challenge. Like, there's my video. You can see my video where I'm talking about the pattern, but he took down my, so there's me doing my the first one that I'm doing, but he won't. He canceled the. Okay, so there it is. But he won't put on there my trading nut challenge, and he took off. Not only that, but he'll have on here, he'll have my interview on here, right? That I did with him 7 months ago. He'll have this on here, but he took down my trading nut challenge. I just want my video, right? Just give me my video. You can take me off leaderboard. I don't really even care anymore. Just give me my video. But what he's done is he's taken it off because he wants to be a sissy. And it pisses me off because, you know, I mean, just give me my video. Just let me have the video then. And that's more than anything, that's what pisses me off. Is you remove me from the leaderboard because you're a sissy. So we can go back to this number 7 one, right?
I'm going to walk through how this thing works, and here's another. This is the current standings. So Clayton Hall topped the charts again for the second.
Oh, look at this. This is so weird. Listen to this.
This is the bar by bar challenge.
This was the challenge after mine.
Your choice, hour or 30-minute chart.
This was the challenge after mine.
And a point in time, and then you guess the color of the next 20 bars. Now,
so listen to this.
This is the current standings. So Clayton Hall topped the charts again for the second time.
For the second time.
You can see this with my pictures not in the way. 3.29. So he did it twice. The first time he did it, he used some massively wide stop losses, which is why we've got this rule in. The second time, he didn't, and he got about the same result. I think the first one was 3.87. He's now topping the chart at 3.29R, followed behind there with Philip Bloom at 1.2.
So there you have it. Cam saying that I topped the leaderboard. I did it twice, and topped the leaderboard twice. And if you were, and we can just, again, pencil controller FX in this leaderboard. And controller FX would be right here. This would be controller FX in between Uncle Ted. I took the same amount as everybody else did, 5. So controller FX would be right here between Paul and Uncle Ted. If you want to just pencil him in here. Controller FX would be right here. And it would be minus 2.5, I think it was, or something, something like that. So he would be in between Paul and Uncle Ted. And please don't go and scream to Uncle Ted that all I'm doing is talking about the Trading Nut Challenge kid. I don't beef with him anymore, so please don't scream and yell, oh, he's talking about Unistream, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm just pointing out that controller FX would be between Paul and Ted. And you could see, yeah, there's Clay right there. I took the same amount of trades as everybody else. But because Cam decided he wanted to be a little baby, he took me. So let's just repeat this.
3.2.
Let's just repeat this. Let's make sure Cam. What was that, Cam? Wait, what was that, Cam? What was that? What was that? Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, weird. Oh, you guys can't really see it. Do I need to take it over here more? Do I need to take it over here more? There it is. Look at that. That's so crazy.
The second time he didn't, and he got about the same result. I think it was
about the same result, yeah.
He's now topping the chart at 3.29.
And there's controller right there.
Behind there with Philip Bloom at 1.23.
There's controller right there.
Go down from there. Now, look, I think the guys that started off doing this, there was a little bit.
There's controller at the bottom. There's controller. So again, don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. There is something just not right about the fact that a kid says he makes about 40 grand a month and he lives with his parents. I mean, I'm just saying, think about that for a minute. if you're making that kind of money, you live with your parents. Like, don't you think you'd want to get out of your parents' house? Just thinking about, those kind of things. Don't you think you'd want to get out of your parents' house? You make 40 grand a month, you're 21, and you stream from your bedroom in your parents' house. Think about that. Well, maybe his parents are wealthy, and that's great. I mean, that's hats off to them. If that's the case, that's great. So don't you, again, though, you'd think that then his parents would be like, we'll help you get your own place, right? But no, he lives with his parents. And it doesn't look like they're terribly wealthy because, I mean, if you look at the room he's trading from, it doesn't look like he's trading from a mansion, but whatever. All I'm saying is, there's just too many things that don't add up, is all I'm saying. Too many things that don't add up. Too many things that don't add up to make it believe that he makes that kind of money. Just think about it. Use your head. Use logic. Use your head and use logic and say, well, wait a second here. This doesn't make a lot of sense. Because if I was 21 years old and I was making that kind of money, you can be sure as hell I would not be living at my parents' house. Sure as hell I would not be living at my parents' house. I just told you, Jordan, are you not paying attention? What doesn't add up is he lives with his parents. But he makes $40,000 a month. But the time he had to trade out in public on the Trading Nut Challenge, it was a colossal failure. The one time he couldn't hide behind TradingView. The one time he had to trade where he couldn't hide behind TradingView, it was a colossal disaster. That's all I'm saying. Well, and Jordan, all I'm saying is you can't, because someone asked him this morning, where do you trade from? And he goes, well, I trade from my room, but why does that matter? You can't make fun of me, Jordan, because that's what he loves to do. I could show you video after video where he draws the laundry room and starts, oh, well, at least I've been trading for 17 years, and I trade penny lots, and I trade from my laundry room. So, but when someone questions why he trades from his room in his parents' house, he's like, well, why does it matter where you trade from? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand that? Do you understand the hypocrisy of people? So when someone questions where he trades from, because he trades from his bedroom in his parents' house, he says, well, why does it matter where you trade from? But he makes videos on his live stream and talks about and laughs about the fact that I trade from my laundry room. But I thought it didn't matter where you trade from, right? You see what I'm saying? The hypocrisy is hilarious. Okay, so we're getting close to the hour close, and we'll start looking at stuff that we might want to trade. That's all I'm saying. It's hilarious. And again, at least I own my laundry room. Like when I go into my laundry room, it's mine. It's not my parents'. It's my laundry room, and it's my laundry. He has to get permission from his parents to do his laundry. He has to go, hey, Mom, Dad, did you get groceries today? Jordan, you can defend this person all you want. He does not trade live every day. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Do you see his live terminal every day, Jordan? Anyway, it's the people, the blind sheep that follow these people. He does not trade live every day. What the fuck are you talking about? He does not. He does not. When you see me streaming right now, I have a live account up and you see the trades I'm in. I'm not hiding behind TradingView. Do you understand that? He does not trade live every day. You have no idea what he's doing. I'm not talking about that other person. I'm not talking about them. See, you're changing the goalpost now. You're changing the parameters of what we're talking about. No one's talking about that person. We're talking about this person, and you're dodging the question. You're dodging the question. You're dodging the question because you don't want to answer, because you know the answer. You know the answer. So now you're going to try and distract us and say, well, this person doesn't do it. Well, look at this fire right here, but look at this fire over here. No, we're talking about this person specifically right now, and we're not going to get distracted by you saying, well, this person doesn't do it either. That's not what we're talking about. So I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to do deflection tactics. He knows what he's talking about. Okay, so again, then if he knows what he's talking about, why does he buy tops and sell bottoms every day? Why does he buy tops and sell bottoms every day? And if he's so good at it, why did he get his ass kicked in the trading nut challenge? If he's so good at what he does, why did he get his ass kicked? I'm just asking serious questions. These are legitimate questions. He knows what he's talking about. They buy tops all the time. Do we need to go back to the trading nut challenge? Okay, and again, this is the other. So Jordan is doing exactly what everyone else does. I'm not talking up to nobody. I'm saying the kid is only 21. Why you keep talking about this kid? Because he keeps talking about me, Jordan. He keeps talking about me. And again, I've said this, and I don't know if you're young or not either. If you're going to stream on YouTube, and I want to make this very clear, Jordan. If you're going to stream on YouTube, you're going to get criticized. You don't get to use I'm only 21, you can't come after me. If you don't want the criticism, don't stream on YouTube. But if you want to trade in a public platform and in a public domain, you are going to get criticized. And if you don't have the shoulders to handle that, then don't stream. I have a really easy suggestion for him. If he doesn't like people coming after him, just go trade in private. Just go trade in private and don't stream. I stream when I want to, and I have my live account up, one of my 6 live accounts, and I know I'm going to get criticized, and that's fine. I know that. I know that going into it. I know that going into, if I'm going to stream, I'm going to have people that are critical of me. So you don't get to, it's always this, they want to use the kid's young excuse because we can't go after him because he's young. But then they also want to be able to stream and be free of any consequences of who they talk about or what they talk about. They want to just free reign to be able to talk about whoever they want. But when it comes to being critical of them, they don't want to have the consequences of when they talk bad about other people. Then they say, well, you can't come after him. He's only 21. How about a newsflash? How about you just stop talking about people? How about you stop talking about me? Because I only respond. I'm usually not the one to start it, which some people think is crazy, but it's true. I'm not usually the one to start it. But when people talk about me in their streams, I respond. But if you don't like people going after you, don't stream on YouTube. Why is that hard for people to understand? You know what I mean? If you don't like it, don't stream. It's really, really simple. No one will come after you. But you don't get to use well, why do you go after him? He's only 21. Because he goes after other people and he goes after me. So you want to be treated equally. You want to be in the big boy pool. You're going to be criticized. You're going to be criticized. And if you don't like that, don't step into the big boy pool. The kiddie pool is nice and safe. It's lukewarm from kids peeing in it. Go back to the kiddie pool. It's really warm from the pee. Go back to the kiddie pool if you don't like being criticized. The big boy pool, if you want to jump into that realm, you're going to get criticized. And if you don't like it, go back to the lukewarm kiddie pool. Way back when I was talking about buying gold, yeah. But if you don't like that, go back to the lukewarm kiddie pool. But Jordan is another one of these people that wants his cake and eat it too. He wants to be able to criticize. He wants people to be these young kids to be able to criticize people. But then when the criticism comes back to them, it's like, nope, can't do it. You can't do that. He's young. You can't do that. You can't criticize this guy. You're just a grumpy old man. You can't criticize these kids. Wait a second. See what I mean? You have to live by those standards that you want applied to everybody else. And these kids can't. They can't. And Controller FX can't. And a perfect example of it was, again, this morning when he says, well, why does it matter where I trade from? If I trade from my room, why does that matter? It doesn't matter. It doesn't. But when you laugh and make fun of people for trading from their laundry room, and you spend time on your streams trying to mock people because they trade from their laundry room, and the person that trades from their laundry room has said many times it doesn't matter where you trade from, and then when someone questions where you trade from, you say, oh, well, it doesn't, why does it matter where I trade from? Does everybody get that? Like, I'm pointing out to you that just the insane hypocrisy of stupid people. I don't care where you trade from. If you want to trade from your parents' basement, you want to trade from your parents' house in your little room in your parents' house, that's fine. No big deal. I don't care. But then don't criticize people for trading in their laundry room. At least I own my laundry room. Does that make sense? Am I making sense, or am I just being a moron? You know what I mean? But Jordan doesn't understand that, because Jordan would rather defend the honor of the little kid. And they both probably are peeing in the baby pool right now. It's just, it's a way of thinking about things, and the real world is tough, right? Maybe he should stay at his parents' house because his balls haven't dropped yet. Because the real world out there, the world that you're going to go into, that you think owes you something, the world that you think owes you something will tear you apart, spit you out, laugh at you, and they won't give a damn about your feelings. I should, we can do that right now, actually. Let's do it. We can do that right now, bud. I like Ron. We can do it right now. Let's do it. I got a load right here we could do. You guys can't see it. I should actually do my streams with the webcam on so you guys could see the laundry room, right? But let's freaking do it. Let's freaking do it right now, man. I've got a load we can do. Let's do it. I got some clothes right here. Man, why you getting out of that, man? Pow! Man, we ain't done yet. Back to the Go video, right? We ain't done yet, player. Why you think you run, man? We ain't done yet, player. So we're gonna do a load of laundry because someone asked me to do a load of laundry, and I like to, appease you guys for coming into my stream and being one of the only people that come into my stream. So let's just do a load of laundry. I mean, we're here, right? We're here. We've got the those things that you put in it now too, those little pellets that you can put in. So you guys will hear the laundry start here in a minute, and just so everyone knows that there's a load of laundry going in. There we go, right? There you go, load of laundry while we stream. Washing, man. We're just washing. See? Load of laundry. You can hear the laundry working right now. But it's really loud, so we'll stop it for now. But I'm not afraid of doing a load of laundry while we do this. We're just washing it away, man. Just, All right, we got 2 minutes left. Do we see anything? Yeah, we should get some music going. I do believe we should have that going. I do believe in that, and it looks like we do have a pattern on something that we're gonna want to take. So, but let's get some music going. Music is always calms me down for sure. And here we go. That's the one I was actually looking for.
Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly, you can find.
Okay, we'll make sure we turn it down a little bit, but music is always really calming for me. So hopefully you guys can still hear though over the music. Okay, so we have a pattern setting up. What patterns do we have? We have it on XRP, so we're going to take a trade on XRP right now. Okay, we have it on XRP. We're going to take a trade on XRP right now. Okay. I don't know quite where I want to have my stop losses, but we have the pattern on XRP. So we're going to take it because the numbers dictate that we take it, right? So we'll probably go down to, let me just do one thing here real quick, because again, I don't have to show people a damn thing. So like, oh my gosh, why are you moving your face? Really, honestly, I just don't give a fuck about showing people who are ungrateful, showing them a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to take my trades, place my stops, and I'll move it back, because I just don't. You guys, honestly, I'm so fucking sick and tired of it. You know what I mean? So there it is. I have a stop. I have a buy on XRP. Michael, the only reason I'm doing it, Michael, is because the pattern says to do it. Okay, I'm a robot when it comes to the pattern. Okay, and let me explain it to you again, because some of you guys might be new, and let me just explain why I'm doing it this way. Okay, if I were to look at every time XRP has the tail longer than the body of the candle, the majority of the time you're going to get a move to the upside, right? If you just look at this, you look at XRP and you say, okay, I want to know every time that candle that has a tail longer than the body of the candle, every time I've had that. My fellow troll, maybe so. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. You could possibly be right there, but so. But all I'm saying is look at every time, and if I miss one, let me know. Okay, every time on the 1 hour chart, it could be. Every time you have on the 1 hour chart, you have a tail, and I don't like it to have a wick. It can have a small wick, but I don't necessarily like it to have a big wick. Every time you have that pattern on the 1 hour time frame, I'm just circling them, right? You're going to be right. You're going to be right 85% of the time. Now, I've been talking about it for over a year. That's crazy. He's like, I remember that from last year. Yeah, that's crazy because I've been talking about it for more than a year. Yeah, for some reason the US 30 does usually have crazy last minute moves. So that happens a lot, yeah. But if you just circle this every time and do the back testing, again, I tell people all the time too, do the back testing, please. Don't just take my word for it. Do the back testing and just circle it. Every time you have a tail longer than the body and very little wick at the top, you're going to win more than you're going to lose. So you say don't buy XRP, but again, I'm just doing it because the numbers and the pattern say to do it, right? That's all. I mean, you have several different examples there, and if I went over it and just say 20 cents, right? 20 cents, you move your stops to break even. 20 to 30 cents when it goes up. I promise you that more than not, you're going to win based off of that. Okay, how many examples do you have? And I'm not going to go over them because I don't want to, honestly, and I want to just get going here in a minute. Or we can just stream all day, right? Maybe it's Friday, we just stream all day. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just saying. I'm not a huge fan of crypto either, Michael. I just know that I'm a fan of numbers and statistics. That's what I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of numbers and statistics. And if I know that I'm going to be right 85% of the time, well, their hour closes with tails longer than the body of the candle, right? So they're 1 hour candles with tails longer than the body. And you have about 20 examples, and the majority of the time it's going to win, right? 17, you have 19 examples there. And if you do the homework, and if you just say you enter at the opening of the next 1 hour candle, right? After you get after that wick or that tail in this instance, after that forms, you get in at the opening of the next 1 hour candle. So for instance, we'll just do number 2 here. Number 2, the tail, you get the confirmation, and then your entry is at the opening of the next candle, which would have been right here. You would have won. You would have made money, right? You would have made money. So you wait for that candle to close. You say, okay, I got the pattern I'm looking for. I open at the next hourly opening and my stop will always be below that tail from the previous candle, I'm telling you, and I don't even have to look at the numbers. I'm not going to do the numbers because I really don't care. I'm telling you, you're going to be right more than you're going to be wrong. Every freaking time. I'm telling you, it works. It works. But because I like to go after people, which I do, people don't want to pay attention because I'm an a-hole. Well, yeah, I am an a-hole to a certain extent, right? I am an a-hole. I get it. I get it. But it doesn't take away from what I'm saying and the pattern that I'm doing. Okay? I'm an a-hole. Call me an a-hole all you want. I don't care. I don't. Okay? I don't really give a flying F. Focus on what I'm saying and on the pattern, because the pattern works. Okay? Does anybody have any questions before we take off for the day? And if I get up 20 to 30 cents, I'll place my stop at break even. Right? But again, don't take my word for it. I'm just some smuck on the internet. Optical art together. Yes, yes. No, you can bring them up, man. If I remember right, we destroyed that FX scalper room, right? And it was Invisible Hand, and then he changed his. But if I remember right, we destroyed the FX scalper room. Yeah, over a year. It might have been over a year ago, and he ended up making it so you couldn't chat in there because we were killing him. So it's just fun. I like to stir it up, as you guys know. But yeah, I think we destroyed his room, and I know he still streams now. But for a long time, I know he made where you couldn't chat in his thing. But now I think you can chat again, but you have to be a member of his group to be a chatter. So XRP is working. The signal worked. You're up on it. Yeah. Anyway, so XRP is working. Again, the pattern works, guys. The pattern works if you would pay attention to the pattern. But I understand that a lot of times people don't pay attention to the pattern because of my rhetoric, and I get that. I understand it. I get it. It's not lost on me that the reason that I don't, break through for a lot of people is because I'm an a-hole, and that's fine. I don't care. I just don't. So I just don't care. So I do it the way I do it because of that. You destroyed Paul's room. I like Paul, and I wish Paul nothing but success. No one destroyed Paul's room, I think, except for Paul. Unfortunately, had a bad run of trading. I think that's what destroyed it for Paul, is that he had a bad run of trading, and he was trading the agent session, which is extremely difficult. But I think unfortunately Paul destroyed that room because he had a really bad run of trades, and he was trading a session that was just, who wants that? Who wants that session? Who wants to trade that session, right? So I don't necessarily think Paul's. I shouldn't even say I don't necessarily think Paul's a bad guy. I know Paul's not a bad guy, and I like Paul, and I tried to help. I wanted to help him for a long time, and I'll still defend Paul. But unfortunately, I think he went through a bad run of trades, and people lost confidence in what was going on, and it was agent session. So it's a hard session for sure to trade. Can Paul even trade? Again, Jordan, how would we know? Because Paul kind of did the same thing, right? Paul kind of did the same thing. He hid behind TradingView. But it's really interesting that you say that you ask the question, can Paul even trade? But you don't ever ask the question if controller can trade. Because how do you know the controller can trade? See, it's again, it's funny how you compartmentalize and you selectively choose the people who you want to question, but you're unwilling to question the fact that controller can't trade himself out of a wet paper bag. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So the first minute we mentioned Paul, he's like, can he even trade? What's good is he's questioning that. Can he trade? But when it comes to Little Boy Blue, controller, it's like he does the same thing. He hides behind TradingView, but no, he can trade, right? Well, how do you know that? How do you know? You know? So it's interesting how quickly it is. But what can you vouch for? Again, you always dodge these questions, but what can you vouch for? What can you vouch for? What can you vouch for? How do you know? Do you know for sure? Has he ever showed you his live terminal while he trades? No, I'm just saying you're doing it. You're saying you can vouch for him. What can you vouch for? And you've never answered the question because you'll dodge it every time. Have you ever seen him while he's streaming show his MT4 or MT5 platform? Yes or no? I don't want any other answer. Just a yes or no answer. It's a very simple question that you will not address. Does he ever show his MT4 or MT5 platform? Yes or no? Yes or no? Does he ever show it? You know the answer, and that's why you won't say it, because you know it. See, there you go. Again. See, he can't answer the question, guys. I've given Jordan several opportunities to just answer a simple yes or no. I didn't want, he don't have to, that's his business. I just wanted a yes or no. I'm not saying he has to, I'm asking you if he has ever done it. I'm not asking I'm asking if he has ever done it. No, he doesn't. What are you talking about? So you're saying on his stream he shows his live account and the live trades he took? So you're saying on his stream he shows the live trades he's taken on his live account on his stream? You know what he's going to say here? He goes, no, he does it on his Instagram afterwards. That's not the question I asked. See how Jordan's just getting all... You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Jordan can't... That's not what I asked him. That's not what I asked him. I'm asking on his YouTube stream. Here it is again. See, guys, it's literally they have 3 arguments. He says you're a grown-ass man, 50 plus, which is untrue. So he's not even being truthful here. I'm 44. So he's completely... He doesn't know what he's talking about there. And he says, you're talking about a 21-year-old. I'm not the one... Were you in the stream this morning? Were you in a stream this morning when they were soft talking about me and my 17 years of experience? You say you were in the stream this morning. I'm just saying. See, again, Jordan can't... This is the problem. Jordan must be a liberal. Jordan must be a Democrat because they will never answer a question for you. I'm not asking any other question other than, have you seen his live terminal, his MT4 or MT5 platform while he's streaming? Have you seen it? He must be a Democrat because this is what Democrats do. They can't answer basic questions, and when you provide facts and logic, they resort to personal attacks. That's all they have. So now he says, I'm not even trading. That's really weird because I have trades on here. That's so weird that you say I'm not trading because you can actually see that I have trades in. So now he says I'm not trading. See how it is, guys? Personal attacks because he has nothing else to say. And now he's saying shit's sad. That's really weird because I do recall seeing some trades in here right now. He goes, you're not even trading. I don't know. I mean, what are these? These are trades. That's a trade right there. That's a trade right there. That's a live account. That's a trade right there. I mean, This is what happens. This is what happens, you guys. He's a Democrat. He's young and he's a Democrat. I just asked him a very basic question. Michael, I'll ask you a basic question because I know you'll answer it. Or A-Rod. Does he ever show his live terminal, his live MT4 terminal, while he's YouTube streaming? Because what they always say is, well, they do it after the fact. He shows it after the fact. That's not what I'm asking. And he can't answer the question because he knows the answer. He knows the answer. And the answer is, you have never seen Controller FX show what I'm showing right here. Never. You have never seen a live platform, MT4 platform, showing while he trades. You know it, I know it, and Jordan won't address that. Jordan knows that he's full of shit. And then he says, you don't even trade. I'm in trades right now. You are so full of shit, you can't even see straight. You're so full of shit. You can't even see straight. That's all I've ever asked though, A-Rod. That's all I've ever wondered. Why, if they're so good at what they do, why not show it? Again, you'd think you'd be proud of your results. And you'd think you'd want to show it on your stream. If you're so good at what you do, you think you would want to. So the question again begs, if you're so good at what you do, why don't you just show it? Why don't you just show it while you stream on YouTube? Why don't you show your MT4 platform? Why don't you show it? And why does his account always reset to 25,000 every month? He said that before in his stream. Why does his account always reset to 25,000 every month? Controller FX has said that multiple times on his stream. Why does his account always reset to 25,000 every month? It's really weird. It's really weird. Every month his account resets to 25,000. Why is that? There you go. There you go. Why does his account reset to 25,000 every month? I mean, just there are so many things that you guys don't understand that if you've been in the game for a long period of time like I have, you understand there's only one reason why your account would reset to 25,000 every month. Only one reason. You don't think he said that before? I mean, I would have to go back and play the streams and know I'm going to do it because it's a waste of time, but there's only one reason why that happens. Think about it. Think about that. It's just I mean, it's crazy. It is so insane that people don't use their head. They use the head between their legs, but they don't use the head on their shoulders to say, this doesn't make sense. And I've just told you, I've just given you multiple times where some bits of information just don't make sense. They don't make sense. But you still pay attention to it. The dude doesn't make sense. So then you say, okay, well, you can. And he's like, oh, all you do is you just talk about other people. I can't do any trading until the close of the next 1 hour candle. And we can do some analysis again, and we can do that here in a second. But so you take out all those other things, and you think to yourself, okay, so then the one time again that he had to trade without hiding behind TradingView was the Trading Nut Challenge. And what was the result? Michael, A-Rod, anyone in here? What was the result when Little Boy Blue, Don Vu, Controller FX, what was the result of him having to trade publicly without being able to hide behind TradingView? What was the result? What was the result? What was the result? If you were doing an investigation, a criminal investigation, there is enough probable cause with all the things I'm saying to seriously question whether or not he is what he says he is. There is enough probable cause in a criminal investigation. If this was, he would be arrested right now because there is enough probable cause. Now, I'm not saying all of it's true. There may be explanations, but if you were, I have my master's degree in forensic psychology. I had my 4-year degree in criminal support services. I dealt with the criminal code for a long time. There's enough probable cause there to issue an arrest warrant for him. And again, I'm just saying, no one's committed a crime. He hasn't committed a crime. But if you just take all of those things in totality, all the things I've said, there's enough evidence there to say, you know what? I just don't know. I don't know. And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it's all true, and maybe he's everything that he claims to be, and that's great if he is. But there's too much. Yeah, no one's perfect. I'm not perfect either. I lose sometimes too. But I at least am willing to show the trades that this account that I've been growing, this small account, I'm willing to show you the trades that I'm in. And no one else will do that. And then I get a guy today saying, well, you're not showing your terminal anymore, so now you're just being like them. No, I'm still not being like them because I'm still showing the terminal and the trades I'm in. He's like, you're just being like him now. You always talk about how bad that is, but now you're just being like them. Actually, no, because I'm still showing more than he shows. You see what I'm saying? They're just like, oh, now you're doing it. Now you're just doing the same thing that they're doing. No, I'm not. I am still showing way more than they will ever show. So you can take that bullshit and try to pawn it off on other people. It's never going to work here. Because that's just nonsense, what you're saying. Complete nonsense. Actually, what should happen is and again, if Trading Nut had any balls left to do this, he should set up a Trading Nut challenge between the two of us. He should set up a Trading Nut challenge between the two of us. It would get huge audience. I told him he should do it, me and Ted, but I don't beef with Ted anymore. We kind of had we worked out or whatever. I don't want to talk about that. But if Trading Nut had any balls left in him, he would set up a Trading Nut challenge between me and Controller. And let's see who wins. I would donate $500 to a charity of his choice for Controller. So someone let him know that. Someone let Trade Nut know that I will donate $500 to a charity of his choice if he will do a Trading Nut challenge between me and Don Vu, aka Little Boy Blue, aka Controller FX. I will donate $500 to a charity of his choice. I might even donate $1,000. I will donate a minimum of $500 to a charity of his choice to Trade Nut if he will set that up. So let's see if he has the balls to do it, because I don't think he does. I think he lost his balls a long time ago. But I would donate $500 to a charity of his choice. Maybe it would be Save the Goats Foundation. I don't know, but I would donate money, and it would get a huge audience. But he doesn't understand marketing. He doesn't understand the power of that kind of stuff, because every freaking person would watch it, and a lot of them would watch it to see me probably fail, and that's fine. That's fine too. Some people would be on there just to see me eat my words if Controller beat me, and that's fine. Totally fine with that. But if he had any balls left in him, that's what Controller would do. I mean, that's what Trade Nut would do, but because I don't think he has the balls to do it, I don't think it'll happen. Everyone would watch it. So if anybody can get a hold of TradeNut and let them know that, you can yeah, maybe it could be right. So if anybody know, you can get a hold of TradeNut and let them know that you know, hey, even though you're being a complete jackass right now, Clay is willing to donate $500 to a charity of your choice. There he is, right there, Cam. Okay, good dude. You know, I still don't have anything against the guy, but I think what he did was cowardly. But there he is, right there. He banned me too, just so you know. Get a hold of him and tell him I'm willing to donate $500 to a charity of his choice. Get me on a Trading Nut challenge with Controller FX. Get me on a Trading Nut challenge with him. Someone freaking get a hold of Cam and tell him we demand it. Just tell him we demand it. Tell him we demand it. I'll make a video for Instagram and put it on there too. $500 to a charity of his choice. All right, guys, I'm gonna take off. Go get my drink. I gotta go pick up my son's suit for prom tomorrow and do a few things. But I'm gonna make a video challenging Little Boy Blue to the Trading Nut Challenge, and I will donate $500 to a charity of Cam's choice, and we'll see if he has the balls to do it. I don't think he does, but anyone that can put pressure on him, do it. We all want to see it. Yeah, absolutely. New generation, old generation. Be awesome. So I'm going to make a video for Instagram. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, follow me, Iron Man Futures Trading on Instagram. I did hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I got to tell you, my self-worth like skyrocketed yesterday because I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm totally joking. I could care less about that. But man, I'm telling you, my self-worth is so much better now because I hit 1,000 followers on YouTube. So my self-worth just went through the roof because it's so important. All right. So because I was able to do that, my self-worth is just skyrocketed in the last several hours because I reached 1,000 followers on YouTube. So thank you very much, everybody. A-Rod, we have something we need to do, right? A-Rod, we got something we got to do before we leave, right? We got to dislike the stream, right? I always dislike my own stream because I could care less about likes. So we got to do one thing before I leave. That's dislike it. Oh, someone already did, which is great. It was probably that little wussy Jordan. But there you go. I disliked my own stream because I could give two shits about YouTube stream followers or any of that stuff. My self-worth is not based on that. My self-worth is based on what my family, what my wife, and what my kids think about me, not what some schmucks on the internet think. Because most of the people on here are losers and will continue to be losers. So I don't base my self-worth on that. All right, everybody have a great day. I'll make that video now, and we'll see if Cam has the cojones to do it. I doubt he will. We'll talk to you guys later.